How do you feel about the state of the world? We can have a healthy conversation. We can. How do you feel about the what's going on in the United States of America? How do you feel about what's going on in the world? How do you feel about how the world is being ran and the major players in this world? How do you feel about it? Are you happy when you look into the future? Do you see a really bright future? Or do you see something not so bright? How do you feel about it? And your opinion matters. It does. You live in this world, you're a part of this world. We all have our own individual countries, our own individual cities and towns and homes and jobs and things of that nature. But truly, how do you feel about the state of affairs of the world, the state of the world? Are you happy the way that society is progressing? Are you? When you look around, do you have that overwhelming feeling that, wow, this is the best times of my life? I could never be so more blessed than I am now, and everyone else feels the same way. Can you look around and you can say that these are the best times of your life? Or do you look around and say, I've seen better times than these, and I'm kind of fearful for the future. I'm kind of worried about the future because the state of the world is kind of on shaky ground. The world is, it's like the foundations of the world are a little shaky. And I worry about my children's future. How do you feel about it? How do you? Are you happy about it? Or does it make you a little sad? We're talking about feelings. Now, feelings may not necessarily represent facts. They may not. They may represent a person's perception of the world around them, and they may explain it in a way of their feelings. How do they feel about it? Even though their feelings may not be the same as someone else's, but are you happy with what's going on in the world? Are you? Do you think the future's bright? Do you like it that people are falling on hard times and losing their jobs and losing their homes, and they don't have enough money to put food on their table? Some people sleeping out of their cars. Some people can't afford their medicine. You look around and we have wars going on. We do. And you have open borders, more or less. And there's lots of issues, social, economic issues that I believe a lot of the people of the world are dealing with, but particularly in this country, there's seems to be some issues that are at the forefront, and we just can't seem to pass a budget. It's been going like this for years. How do you feel? Do you think it's going to get better? Do you? You may say, well, it's going to get better if we all just join together and more people wake up. Well, a lot of people are awakened. They truly are awakened. And they're looking around and they're probably thinking, isn't any more people awake? I'm sure they're thinking that in other countries also. I really am kind of sure they are. Thinking, we need somebody to come in and save the day. We need someone to come in and save the world. We need a regime change. We need some powers coming from the heavens above to come set the record straight, to get a handle on this earth and bring about peace on earth. Are you feeling that? We need some peace on the earth. We need to have some fairness and some equality. And we need to get rid of all the hatred and the division and stuff that is being shoved down our throats. Is that what you feel? If you feel that, you're probably not alone. Chances are you're not. And it's okay. It's okay to have feelings because it's just your perception of reality. And a lot of other people have feelings, and they use their feelings to describe their perception of a reality. And to them, it may appear factual. It may. And it may not be factual, but to them, it appears factual. And they could tell you they have facts to back it up. So, are you happy with the way the world is going? Are you happy with it? Are you happy with the way the world is being run? You may say, no, I'm not happy with the way the world's being run. Well, what could we do to change it? Well, we could speak up. Well, I think people are speaking up. I think a lot of people, a lot of talking heads are speaking up, and they're trying to figure out how we're going to fix this world because it's a broken world, a broken world, a broken people. It's easier said than done, and it's not done getting broke. It's like the foundations are crumbling. And what happens when the foundations begin to crumble? It's like chaos. Chaos. And when chaos happens, you've got to try to bring some type of order to the chaos. But you can't bring a type of order to an old system that is failing. You can't. It's almost as if out with the old and in with the new. Sometimes that happens, and you can look throughout history and see that that has happened time and time again. What used to work no longer works. So you've got to come up with a different plan and hope to pray to God that your plan works. And you know that not everybody's going to accept your plan because it's going to be very painful, especially when foundations crumble. It's going to be extremely, extremely painful. But yet you hope within the back of your mind that through the pain, the healing can begin to happen. We do need healing. We do. The world needs healing. People need healing. People need healing. The world needs healing. And will the healing come in time for some? And with the healing, will we have a stronger foundation that is built? One that can actually be built upon? A really solid foundation? Will we have that type of foundation? Since the one foundation that we have of this world, it's literally crumbling. It's crumbling, and those who built it, they cannot hold it together. They cannot keep it from crumbling. So who's going to hold it together? Who's going to build the new foundation? Who's going to be in charge of it? Is it going to be someone who is fully capable of building a solid foundation that society can begin a new one? Is it? Is it going to be a foundation that promises a much brighter future, a better future, and that brings forth hope and peace? Is it? Let's hope it is. Let's hope it is. Gina, are you looking at comments? No, I don't even know if I'm even being heard, and I'm looking at myself. How do you feel about the state of the world? Do you think that we need to start over? There's some who do believe that we need to start over. A lot of people, because a lot of people are a little upset. They're looking around and lives are being destroyed. People are being uprooted. The very way of life is being uprooted. Generations and generations of family structures are being uprooted. And that's a hard thing to think about. It is really hard because we're talking generations. And what do you do when there's nothing left? Nothing. And you got to start over. I mean, you can make the best of it. You can make the best of it. It's not going to be easy. It's not easy starting over for anybody. I don't care who you are. It's not going to be too easy whatsoever. It's not even going to be easy for the leaders of this world to start over. It isn't. It's not going to be easy. They know it's not going to be easy because they know the majority of the people are not going to like what happens because it's going to be utter chaos. Utter chaos and collapse of a system that once was and will no longer be. And they're not ready for it, but they know it's coming. The wheel's already turning. Things have already been put into motion. They can't stop it. They can't. They can only sit back and watch now at this point because it's like it's in overdrive. So whether you like it or not, the state of the world is it's kind of unhealthy. It is. And you know that the old is leaving. The old way of doing things, the old power structure is not working anymore. It's not, because of the advancement of technology. It's not working anymore. And to try to hold on to something that's not working anymore is like trying to grasp oil with your hand. You can't do it. Can't. You can only do your best to survive. Just do your best to survive and make do with the hand that you're going to be dealt. Because a lot of other people are going to be dealt a hand, and they may not be happy with the hand that they're being dealt with. They may not. But you know you're not going to give up. You're not going to give up. You're going to stand as long as you can possibly stand. As long as you got the strength within your being, you're going to stand. And yeah, you can stand and make the best of it. You can. It may not be easy, but you can do it, and you won't be standing alone. I can guarantee you, none of us will be standing alone. We won't. We can only hope for a brighter future. The brighter future may come within your own groups of people, really, your own groups of people. It may not be universal. It may not. You may see barriers put up and things like that, spiritual barriers or physical dividing things of society and stuff. You may see different levels, caste systems and things like that. And nobody wants to live in a place like that, because you want everybody to be on level footing. But it seems like that's not the case. Seems like that's not the case. Yeah. So, how do you feel about the state of the world? Are you happy with it? Do you see a bright future ahead? Are things going to get better? They're going to get a lot worse before they get better, is what they're going to do. I'm not looking at the comments here. I'm not. Maybe I should have, because I could be sitting here talking to myself, or I'm not talking at all. But your voice does matter. It does. How you feel matters, because how you feel might be just how a lot of other people feel too, because you're part of this world and you want to provide a good life for yourselves and your family. You do. You want to help build a better world, a brighter future. You really do want to. We all want to. We don't want to do it alone. We don't. So, hello. Yeah. You pray for those who don't know what's coming. Yeah, we do. We pray for those who don't know what's coming. Let me push this right here. So I am going to go. I am. This is not a, whoopsie, it's not a popular topic, but it's a topic worth addressing. It is. So, with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello, from my heart to yours. Love you. Have a wonderful rest of your afternoon. It's 5:17 p.m. Love you.